Go on.
The crew. I got Sue Ann and King Edward, and of course myself. And today we are doing one of my favorite groups that I grew up on in high school, Led Zeppelin. I know.
Yes.
I don't look like one of those, do I? But I am. And they have been my favorite for a long time. And King Edward loves them just as much as I do. We've got a particular song that we both share an interest in. We love. I think this is our favorite Led Zeppelin song, King Edward. Ramble On. Of course, we do live reaction videos here because, like we say, if you can't connect with an audience, you're faking. And they are not fake. So
Exactly.
let's get into it. Ramble On by Led Zeppelin, or as they perform now, Page and Plant. Go ahead and share it, Joanne.
Leaves are falling all around. Time I was on my way. Thanks to you, I'm much obliged for such a pleasant stay. But now it's time for me to go. Oh, the autumn moon lights my way. When I smell the rain, I'm with it, babe. It's heading my way. Oh, sometimes I get the feeling. Sometimes I can't take it no more. I'm thinking, round the world, gotta find my love. That's all. Round the world, gotta find my love. I'm late. I've been this way 10 years too late. Never mind, baby.
So,
Is that Led Zeppelin that was singing?
yes, that was Robert Plant singing. The
Oh,
guitar player is Jimmy Page. Okay. And they are, next to the Rolling Stones, they have got to be the second greatest. And some people would argue with me. They think they are the greatest rock band that ever existed. But I
That's
think
right. That's right, baby.
but
That's
they're
right.
pretty doggone good. And I grew up listening to them. And I used to think that Robert Plant, even though he did this little, sort of effeminate thing with his
right.
hands, I thought he was so sexy with all that blonde curly hair. And that's not my type usually, right? And you know me for a long time. You know what I usually like. But yeah, there was just that sexy thing going on, like Chloe was talking about when we were doing the Rolling Stones. That Mick Jagger had this little sexy thing going on, and so
Hmm.
did Rod Stewart. They all had that little sexy thing going on, sexy white
Right.
guy, you know. But Jimmy Page, I hope I'm not remember. I hope I remember correctly. But he brings out that double neck guitar. Do you remember that thing, King Edward?
Oh, very well, very well. I remember when he first
Yes.
started with this, with the double neck guitar.
Right. And he's one of the few performers that I know that ever really played it regularly.
Right,
So
right,
Well,
right.
didn't what was that other little dude that used to play guitar? Van Halen, didn't he do that?
No, he
did
didn't.
he?
No.
No, no,
No,
no,
I don't think so.
no, no,
Oh.
He's nothing compared to Jimmy Page.
no,
Jimmy's
no.
Oh. And then there
yeah.
was a group called Page, right?
I
I
don't
don't
remember.
remember. I don't remember.
Yeah, but
Or
we'll
was
look
that
that up.
his? Okay,
Well,
maybe
I
I'm
mean,
wrong.
like I said, they stopped performing as Led Zeppelin. I'm not quite sure why. It may have been for the same reason that Prince started performing as the artist formerly known as Prince.
Yeah, Sue Ann, you remember the song "Woman I Love"? You've been fooling, I'm not schooling, gonna take you back to schooling. You know, woman I love,
I
down, the woman
yeah,
I
I
love.
think so.
Yeah. But that's their first platinum, and
Yeah, yes.
that's what brought them to on a tour. That song, in particular, 1968, and so
I
we were
got
gigging.
yeah.
Yeah, we were gigging, and they came to Texas, and I had a pleasure to go backstage to be with these crazy white boys.
I think this song is called "Whole Lot of Love," the
Whole
one you're
lot of
talking.
love. Yeah, whole
Yes,
lot of love.
But there was a group called the
I had for a
Page
minute.
Group.
Yeah, but that's not them. I don't think.
That's not the
Yeah,
No.
okay.
Joanne, you can let's finish up with the video. Let's keep sharing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got questions though.
Okay, we're gonna get to them.
I got no time to sweat and lose. My time has come to be gone. I know I helped you drag 1,000 times. It's time to ramble on. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Around the world, gotta find my way. I'm strong. Around the world, gotta find my way. Wait, I've been this way 10 years today. Roll on, baby. Oh yeah. Mine's a tale that can't be told. My freedom I hold dear. Years ago, in days of old, when magic filled the air, was in the darkest depths of morning. Oh, I met a girl so fair. And gone, the evil one crept up and slipped away with her. Oh, Birmingham, sometimes I get a little tired, but there's one thing I got to do. I got to do.
So again, they've got those really strong drums in the back, but
Mm-hmm.
one of the things most people don't know, I think, is that their original drummer actually died in 1980. So
Yeah,
they
yeah,
started like in
yeah,
the early 70s. But John Bonham, I think, was a really heavy drinker.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
and I think he just, was so intoxicated all the time that he just passed away really early. So they had to find someone to replace him.
Right,
But
right.
I think this guy that they have now is I don't think he'll ever be the same, but he's a really good, strong drummer. I like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Well, see, the thing that I like about bands like these is like they really gave you something to think about. They took their time when they played. They didn't rush through,
Right,
and it's like you understood where the shit was going.
right,
Hmm.
right.
And,
And they connected with the audience in this way too, that made each performance different.
exactly. It's
You
like
know,
you knew instinctively who was who, and it was like, it's like, he's coming on, in a double way, and then he'd break it down, and then you'd hear the
I
guitar,
think you could sing that
doo,
song.
huh?
You could sing that song too.
And
Yeah,
then the
right.
bass player, and then it would stop, and then all of a sudden it would like, it'll
Yeah,
come
yeah,
in with this, this rumble, and then it would
Hmm.
just
right.
take off, and it's like,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
see,
yeah.
those are the things that I miss. Now it's like you have honestly, like when you go
Coming.
in concert, you hear
Yeah,
church dudes that are doing these live shows now for these artists.
That's right,
And
baby.
it's
That's right.
just like,
That's right.
It doesn't
but
work, but yeah,
but it is what it is. And,
yeah,
I don't knock it because it's cool too. But, I'm just saying back then it was just like, you'd go on a journey with the band.
Right.
right.
Right. Right.
It goes back to what we were talking about earlier about staying together. You know,
Yep.
Exactly.
you
Exactly.
form that. They become like a family, and you stay together, and you can read each other. And I think that doesn't happen a whole lot anymore. It
No.
No.
does with the Red Hot Chili Peppers, which we're going to do one day.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think they're one of the exceptions, but yeah, they did a great performance at the Apollo Theater, so we'll get to them one day. You can go ahead and
Absolutely.
start again, Joanne.
Round the world, gotta find my girl. Round the world, gotta find my girl. Wait, I've been this way 10 years today. Come on, man. I got a feeling in my heart, dog. I got a feeling in my heart, baby. Feeling in my heart, baby. That's it.
Oh,
What an end, huh?
that ending was
Right.
everything for me.
No,
Ah, dun it,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I knew you would like them, Sue Ann.
Ah,
I
oh,
like them cutoffs too.
oh my God. It was like everything. I felt like a 5-stage clinger myself. I'd have been like,
That's the way they make
yeah,
everybody feel.
yeah, Woo! I would have been doing all the movements, right? I would have been like right on the first, been like with the movements like a real groupie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what
Let
I
Oh,
everybody
was.
know what you mean when you talk about a 5-stage.
right. People like put it mild. No, you're a 5-stage clinger. I'd be like, you're freaking right I am for this group. Shoot. Oh my
Yeah.
God. That was everything. See, I
It
missed that.
was.
Yeah.
I knew you
Yeah.
would like it. But we'll do some more of this stuff later on, you know? But
So do we want to? This was fabulous. This was
it
really
was.
fabulous. So listen, let me ask you something. Do we want to introduce next week's panel, or do we do that? Are we still recording? I'm sure.
No, we're still recording right now. So we'll introduce next week's panel. We're definitely in the next panel going to do the Red Hot Chili Peppers. So we'll leave you with that. Okay. Anyway, thanks everybody for joining
No.
us at the True Rock and Roll Podcast. If you like what we're doing here, please give us a thumbs up. Can't
Yes.
see my thumbs, but thumbs up. And subscribe. And if you have any suggestions for who we should cover, you can put them down in the comments. And we'll see you at the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Thank you.
Ciao.